Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And it certainly had taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, he'll burn you.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 12 carries, 57 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They will run for the first time here with White. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Foster now throwing on 1st down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Chandler Jones.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Foster. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Here's Foster on 3rd down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Open man, that's Renfro. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Back to throw. Foster. Open man is Thielen. It's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A little juke.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now Foster to throw. To throw on 2nd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Foster to throw on 3rd down.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, the Vikings sit 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Back to throw again. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Foster. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Foster. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chandler Jones. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a 1st and 10. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Second and 4.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Again, it's Carr. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Foster. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Well, Josh McDaniels, he had his mind made up on that one. He disagrees, and he'll throw the challenge flag. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Foster on first down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Carr.
Aiming for Jacobs. He's got him. Reeling it in on the out route. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one. With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Foster.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Raiders heading out to take over.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them come?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. 1st and 10 right at the 20. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw. Foster. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10.
They go play action here on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The final shot here before half for Carr.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. Ken Walker with a touchdown run. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Foster now looking to throw on second down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Here's Foster on 1st and 10. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cook running right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Foster to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Foster.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for the end zone.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Carr now on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Shotgun now for Carr. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On play action, now Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. First down, here's White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Carr. And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Carr. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Carr now to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And now out comes Minnesota. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Now Foster. Throwing to start the drive.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Foster. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Foster throwing on first down. And this one complete to Smith. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Foster. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Now Carr.
Same target. It's Jacobs again.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On play action, it's Carr. He's got Fuller. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Carr to throw.
Quickly a slant to Renfrow. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Once again, it's Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down on the scoreboard. 1:46 to go. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Foster. Smith catches left side. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Foster able to find Thielen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Finding room at midfield. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And now here come the Raiders. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Las Vegas, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.